Hello everyone, this is Retro PC User here with you once again. Today I'm going to be taking a look at all three of these GameBoy Pockets, three of these GameBoy DMG-01s here. All of these right here are ones that were untested. The ones I got were untested as is and not turning on. And I got the Play Loud version right here. I just turned it on recently, and this one works without a problem because this one was advertised as fully functional. So let's go ahead and take a look at the basics here and see what could be causing the problem on all three of these units here. Okay, so that's the first thing right there. We see berry corrosion like that. It generally means, come on, focus. It generally means that the terminals are completely dead, and the only way to actually get to work is by removing the corrosion off of here. There's one negative terminal there, but this one right here, the top end is actually pretty good. Bottom end has a bit of corrosion right there that you can see. Here's our install. Actually looks pretty good. And then we come to this one. There's corrosion right there. And then there's corrosion right there. Alright, in the bottom. Let's go ahead and pop this thing open. These things open. I have to grab my tri-wing screwdriver if I had it somewhere. Today's my lucky day. Let's go ahead and open up these one by one. And take a look and see if there's any other significant amount of damage done to the system, on the board, on the logic board, the main logic board that controls the power. The other one is the screen one, if my memory serves me right. So let's go ahead and take all these little tri-ring screws out. You can get this type of screwdriver at HeyIntelliLegend.com, or if you have the iFixit kit. It has like basically every single type of screwdriver in there, from the impossible to find ones like the security bit screws and the tri-wing screws, driver sets, excuse me. Okay, so we got the case off here. Let's go ahead and flip it over so we can get the batteries out. The screws out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think does not have the cover for the thing, but well. Okay, let's take a look at the board here. Looks like there is a little bit of wear on here, but like a little bit of corrosive stuff right here, but I think they'll clean up pretty nicely. Let's take a look at the DC to DC board. That actually looks pretty good. Let's take a look at that one jack to make sure that it too is not damaged. The video and soundboard right here is actually still pretty good. Let's focus. Okay, so nothing on there, so that's a good sign. Let's go ahead and remove the cable here to come right out easily. Let's go ahead and spray some of the oxide on here. Let's see if I can get some of the crap out there. Got some Q-tips here. I'll be using that to take up the board here, and I do apologize for not posting a heck of a lot of videos recently. I've been busy with work, especially right now I'm working from home. Now let's go ahead and take my power board out here, the power logic board out of this thing. One thing I wish I had in the room was this thing, a tripod. I have it somewhere, but apparently I have no idea where I could put it. somewhere, folks. I just can't remember where the heck I put it. I had the tripod somewhere, but apparently I must have moved it out of the way somewhere, but oh well. And the screwdriver is right here, so let's go ahead and remove it so I can get the this particular board is held in by 4 screws. You see 2 of them right on top here. This one is the sound. This one is the main logic board that has both power and sound. So you see there's a headphone jack right there. And if the screws want to come out, because sometimes these screws are a bit pain in the butt to remove off here. I think it's just only the terminals that can use the love. The logic board actually looks surprisingly pretty good for its age. And I don't see any signs of damage on there, so that's a good sign. I don't have any Nintendo approved adapters to plug the system into it. I have a switching power supply, but I have no idea where those extra leads are at for plugging in the Game Boys and stuff, and see if they are actually fully functional. And these things take, say it's 6 volts for it, and let's go ahead and take the rest of the screw out here, if I can actually get this thing screwed out. Sometimes I have to get a bigger screwdriver head, which fortunately this thing has 3 Phillips. You got the smaller one, you got the medium size one, and you got the biggest one in the whole world. Or something like this. My plan is to get different screws for this thing anyway. Okay, so here's the logic board. You see here, this is the DC board. It's soldered onto the one of the screws. And let's see here, you got the processor right there, the DMG CPU. Sorry for the little interruption there. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick again. Yep, there's just a tiny bit of corrosion there. If the focus would actually work on this camera, which never does. Yeah, I think I'm going to change something again. Alright, there you go. Now you can see it. There's a little bit of corrosion on there. And like I said, there is a bunch of these bottom terminals here. Power switches dropped right on me. So what I'm going to do for these first ones right here is I want to go take them out one by one. And check and see what I can do to get that to work. Now there are a couple of ways to actually remove corrosion off of these things. One of which is using soaking these things in vinegar. A lot of people will use vinegar to get the terminals, to get the corrosion off the terminals here. What it does is it dissolves the acid that's on here. You have to let it soak for, like, say, 30 minutes tops, give or take. Okay, so I did remove, like, lots of corrosion off of the terminals, and turn it on, and this is what I'm greeted with. So it looks like this thing has a vertical line issue. That's no problem, I can fix that. But unit number 1 is working, sort of. I just have to fix the screen. Let's go ahead and take a look at system number 2. negative side. Now the corrosion on terminals means that there's resistance on there, meaning that it's not going to give the system any power. These things do corrode if you leave the batteries in for a long period of time. So let's try this one quick. Okay, so this one has a horizontal line issue. And a replacement screen. Let's see if they have any IBID. So this one can use a lot of repairs, like a brand new screen. Might as well order some new terminals. Let's go ahead and check this one over here and see if there's any other issues on here. I think the horizontal line means that there's probably just a bad connection on there. Like it could use a solder flip, but I could be mistaken on that one. But yeah, it turned on for a split second. Wiggle the batteries around to try to work. The little LED's not even turning on, so I don't know if it's. So this one has both the horizontal and vertical line issue. And if you can see they're not, but if you turn the crosshairs all the way down. Okay, so this one is sort of working. The only thing I did was just wiggle the batteries around, and all of a sudden it started to turn on. So looks like these systems do turn on, but these things need new screens, new battery terminals, or just a simple soldering or anything back and forth to fix the vertical lines. This one right here is sort of working. Like I said, I should probably get new terminals. I should find the ones that look like this. And that corrosion that was on this negative terminal right here got right off. I think the terminals for these ones right here are different style than the ones that are on the board. But I think the ones on the board are a lot easier to clean the corrosion off. And like I said, this one is working. But as soon as I scrub, I'll have that heavy corrosion off of there, so that's always a good sign. Like I said, this thing has a vertical line issue, so I think it should fix that, no problem. But these other two, this one right here has a horizontal line issue. Top half of the corner of the screen. And this one right here has two vertical lines on the side that need to be fixed. And then one small horizontal line. I don't know if you can see there or not, but with the GameBoy turn on, it'll probably show better. Oh yeah, that is not working. So, oh well. I can at least order a new screen or try to fix it or something. I love to use these Game Boys for playing older games that are in green and black, and then do some modifications. But for some of those, I can't remember which one it was. It was the 4G one, but I think it was this one right here. Yep, this one right here, because I don't have the screws put in yet. That one works. These need retrobrighting and some good cleaning. This one is working without any issues. The sound works nice, so that's also kind of a big plus right there. Especially this the plate loud version. So the future video would be the cleaning of these, replacing the terminals, and getting brand new screens for these things. LCD screens. So that's it. And hopefully we get all these systems working in the future. Well, with the vertical line issue with that one right there, that's the problem. I can fix that. This one, these two have either horizontal line issue, vertical line issue, or both. Well, actually, this one is, let's see, I can't remember, I think it was this one right here. Yeah, this one right here has horizontal and vertical lines, so I think I should look up, see what I can do with that, because I know the horizontal lines means that the system is toast, whereas the vertical lines means that you can fix that no problem just by using a soldering iron. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and we hope you have a nice day, and feel free to leave a comment if you have one.